Всем привет! Меня зовут Антон, и мы продолжаем играть в Back to the Future The Game. В предыдущей серии мы узнали, что у Дока большие проблемы, что он погиб в перестрелке с бандитами в прошлом. С большим трудом узнали у сумасшедшей старухи, в каком году он находится, в каком времени, и поехали его спасать. Так, мы продолжаем. Я все еще
Where'd you go now, boy?
играю с геймпадом.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Это же Док? Ну, хорошо.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Ну, не знаю. Мне кажется, это та самая сумасшедшая старуха, такая молодая. Хорошо.
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see! Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Ну, Королева не самая хорошая фамилия. Так. Не знаю. Думаю, это имя нам подходит.
Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Да? Это та
I
самая
know.
старуха.
I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Так. Удерживайте правую кнопку мыши. Ну, удерживаю. И что? Как-то оно не работает. Ну ладно. А если... Нет, оно просто не работает. Так, это что? Столовая? Нет, нам нужно в полицейский участок. Управление немножко упоролось. Так.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
Что ж ты, Марти, сказал бы да? Конечно, поверили бы тебе. Это другой вопрос. Так, это не интерактивно. Ну, как всегда, будем пытаться обойти. Так себе местечко.
McFly!
Biff? Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Так, видимо, это конфликт длится уже не одно поколение. В фильме мы тоже встречали вроде как отца Марти. Давно смотрел. Это телефон. Ну, мы не знаем номера.
Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
Так. Что скажете?
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Ну. Так. Капустный суп. Резерв для столовой. Мне кажется, все. Так, и куда мы можем пойти? Ну, насчет ночлежки я не знаю. Марти. Ты как-то странно ходишь по улице. Вот что нам нужно. Нам нужен адвокат.
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors. Hello?
No solicitors!
Но мы же не адвокат. Ладно. Помните бара. Посмотрим.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Канцелярский магазин.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, bum.
Почему нас отовсюду гонят-то? Хорошо, парикмахерская.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like, a hunting lodge?
Ну, конечно. Так, это что? Ночлежка. Ну, не удивлюсь, если нас и отсюда погонят прочь.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
Ну, да он даже заходить туда не стал. Ой, что это?
Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
Фильмы про акул всегда в моде. Так, мы пришли. Мы пришли куда? Суд.
According to the newspaper, Doc's not in the courthouse. He's in jail.
Ну, логично.
Where is the jail in 1931 anyway?
Эх, тюрьма там не полицейский участок. Обычно в фильмах так показывают. Там сидит шериф, и у него прямо в офисе небольшая такая тюремная камера. На несколько человек. А Марти. Ходи по-нормальному. Так. Тут мы и проходим. Вниз мы тоже вроде как не можем пройти. Нет, не можем. Эйнштейн. Что ты мне скажешь?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Ну, хотел погладили его. В беседке я ничего не вижу. Банк. Бег почему-то не работает. Странно. Так, ну из банка нас, скорее всего, тоже погонят. Или нет?
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Он просто выбежал оттуда. Так. Туда мы пройти не можем. А если пройдем чуть подальше, то... как тут не хватает бега.
Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan, right. But what?
Давайте смотреть по порядку. Предупреждать власти бесполезно, нам не поверят. Это закон жанра. Вернуться во времени. Вариант, но док, скорее всего, не согласится. Это еще более-менее подходит. Но это просто бред. Или...
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Так. Не знаю, побег.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Что?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Так. Ну, ответим доку тем же.
Won't talking to yourself cause, you know, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Так, хорошо. Где нам тебя
Okay,
искать?
let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Совершенно не вызываем подозрений.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Хорошо, мы знаем, что делать. Нам нужно, не торопясь, идти в приют. Ну, в столовую. Там есть телефон. Не торопясь, потому что мы почему-то не можем бегать, не знаю. Попробую потом решить эту проблему. Хотя это не такая уж и проблема. Что скажете?
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Так, телефон. С нами никто говорить не хочет. Такой аппарат.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Так, ну это тоже вроде бы просто. Здание суда. В канцелярии. Что он там делал? Он не похож на какого-то канцелярского работника. Так. Пойдем через парк. Так будет короче. Я не знаю, я играю с геймпада, и управление тут местами просто безумное. Безумное. Интересно, как оно все работало бы на клавомыши. А почему бы не попробовать? Ну, бег все еще не работает. Не. С геймпада удобней. Так что если будете играть в игры от Telltale, не знаю, приобретайте геймпады и найдите, или попросите кого-нибудь. Потому что Так лучше. Ну, это, конечно, только мое мнение.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Harry Callahan.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h2 of a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value.
Эй.
Right? No. What am I
Блин,
missing here?
как нам его догнать?
Or do we take h to stand for permitting a line operator? But in that case, h to the a multiplied by the inverse of a might well be equal to a's expectation.
Док,
Only if
постойте.
the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible? Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many newtons are
Почти
required to
дошли.
maintain a constant mass of acceleration?
Ну же.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Ну, не будем ему брать.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Запуганный какой-то. Так. Нас
I
ведь
better
оттуда...
not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Ой-ой-ой.
Well, no.
А, нет, все нормально.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Так.
Come
Сразу
on,
к делу.
Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Callahan, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong. Remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable.
Масса скорость света в квадрате.
Now if H stands for
Так.
one
Попробуем показать ему его дневник.
dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally H2A multiplied by the...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character! Inverse.
Как-то не родится с ним диалог.
No. It's not possible. No.
Ну же, давай.
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Now if H stands for one-dimensional harmonic
Так, еще один
oscillator, then
шанс.
that-
Да, будет непросто его убедить.
H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? What am I missing here?
Так, давай же.
Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator?
Давай же.
H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Так.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Ну, конечно.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. That's Newton. But how
Что
many
с ним не
newtons are
так-то?
required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of it?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
Так, если мы выберем этот вариант, вот этот, он сразу на нас наорет и пойдет дальше.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Ну хорошо, ладно.
About
Don't
your...
say it.
Так. У нас проблема. Что если мы...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. In that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Я думал как-то перехватить его в двери, но... Так, ладно, у меня кончились идеи. И раз уж мы тут застряли, давайте на этом серию прекратим. Возможно, она вышла немного короче предыдущей. Но чтобы вам не смотреть, как я тут хожу и туплю кругами. Вот. Тут мы закончим. Так что всем пока, всем удачи. Увидимся в следующих сериях.